It's Lenny Wilkens Day. Let's get going. Alright, as we get rolling here, this is my first video obviously on my YouTube channel. That's not a short, but if you haven't seen those already, go ahead and check them out on my YouTube channel. But a quick little introduction, I go by Rain City Pride, RCP, SONICS RCP. A little bit about me is I've been born and raised in this area my whole life. Been a basketball fan my entire life. And I'm also just a huge Seattle Sonics super fan. Just been waiting for their return for, 17, 18 years now. And you can find my other content on my Instagram, TikTok. I'm also on Twitter, Threads, and Blue Sky. But I'll leave all that information in the description below in my link tree. But enough about me. Today's gonna be a great day. And today we're making our way to Comet Pledge Arena, right out Lenny Wilkens Way, to honor Lenny Wilkens, his statue unveiling. Today's a special moment for Seattle and Seattle's history, for Seattle sports fans. And I know this summer is going to be a pretty big one in terms of news and rumors around expansion, with the owners meeting here in July. But today, June 28th, we get to honor a great SuperSonic, which we don't get to do very often here in Seattle. Obviously, if you go around in Seattle, anywhere in the surrounding areas, you'll see Sonics gear everywhere, Sonics hats, Sonics jerseys, you'll see everything. But we don't get to honor and have actual Sonics events like this, and this is a special moment for us to all get together, especially knowing there might be some news around the corner. So feel free to follow me and follow along with the Seattle SuperSonics jersey. I'll be posting updates, Sonics fan content, and also be sure to give a follow to Seattle NBA fans. I'm a part of that group, and we hope to just kind of bring that excitement, keep the excitement going for the Seattle Sonics and their way back. And as part of Seattle NBA fans, we really want to just bring excitement in the community, historical knowledge, fun, new content, stuff to just really look forward to the future for the Seattle Sonics and Seattle basketball. I'm going to take you guys all along and show the great sights of the statue unveiling. And afterwards, we're going to hit up Green Ant Beer Hall for another little after party. So let's get going.
Is when, and this will happen, thousands and thousands of Seattle Sonic fans return here for the return of the Seattle SuperSonics. And when those fans come in, some may be of younger generations, but when they see that statue, they will come to know Lenny Wilkens in the way we all do, for generations to come. As the inspirational person he's been from humble upbringing to where he is today. With that, it is my great honor to introduce our next speaker. He's had a storied political career, but I think for today, he won't mind if I introduce him as the starting center for the 1969 Ingram Rams, who won the Washington State High School Basketball Championship, led them to an undefeated season. Your former governor, Jay Inslee.
Well, as a three-term governor of the state of Washington, I think I'm entitled to say this. We have three things that represent the best of the state of Washington. They're world class and known for how they've led the world, how they have compassion for their citizens, how they raise their heights of their community in so many different ways. Those three icons of the state of Washington are Mount Rainier, the Space Needle, and Coach Lenny Wilkens. I go way back with the coach as being a stripling ball player and got to play in this gym where, did I mention that we beat the Garfield Bulldogs? When you see the mayor Harold, you might want to remind him of that. But after that, I got my tryout with the Sonics and got my meeting with Coach Wilkens at that time. And he had to take me into his office and say, I got to cut you, Jay. I just can't get you on the Sonics roster. And I said, well, how come? He said, you're terrible. I mean, you are really terrible. You have no future whatsoever. And I looked him right in the eyes and I said, Coach Wilkens, that may be the case. But the day will come when I help unveil the statue to you. That's today. I've been vindicated in this regard. I want to note, you wonder where that spirit comes from a guy like Lenny Wilkens, who took advice from Jackie Robinson. Right? They got number 42, we got number 19, who've made history. But he got more advice from his mother, and if you listen to him talk about his life, and I read a little bit about his days on the courts in Brooklyn, in those youthful days, he talks a lot about his mother, Henrietta. And he talks about what Henrietta did to fashion his character, integrity, commitment to the people around him. And I'd like a round of applause for Henrietta Wilkens for what she's done.
Thank you, Governor. Next up, King County Council Chair Gurmai Zahalai and King County Councilmember Pete Von Reichbauer with a proclamation.
On behalf of King County, we wanted to thank Lenny and the entire Wilkens family for your immeasurable impact on our region. And congratulations! It's only fitting that our city's first superstar is getting our first statue. Just like this statue, Lenny Wilkens' impact is going to be felt for generations and generations and generations. And for that, we wanted to thank you so much.
One of the amazing things about Lenny is through the years hosting the Wilkens Foundation dinners and the golf tournaments, how many people, how many players would fly across the country because they believed in what you were doing and believed in Odessa Brown and Children's Hospital. And there are a lot of people who have flown here today just for this moment in time as well. People who have played for you, like Steve Smith, who was so eager to get up here earlier today. He's going to come up now. Television personality, longtime NBA player, played for Lenny in Atlanta, Steve Smith.
Coach, I was excited. I was trying to come earlier. Just want to say good afternoon to everybody here in Seattle. Coach, thank you so much for everything you did for me. You were just an unbelievable example. I remember the conversations we had about giving back to your community, civil rights, and everything you did and talked to us about other than basketball. And that ripple effect had me and Dikembe really talking. And then Dikembe and me both decided to do something for our communities. Dikembe Mutombo, rest in peace, my good friend, Eldridge Castle, my teammate. Dikembe built a hospital in the Congo in honor of his mom. I got a chance to build a Claire Bell Smith Student Academic Center at Michigan State because of you, Coach, because of what you taught us about giving back to the community. Coach is so special. He was the only coach I've had that never yelled and could get his point across. I had Judd Heathcote, crazy. Tom Izzo, crazy. My high school coach, crazy at Detroit Persian. And every time I'm around this guy before I finish, I have to say thank you to Spencer Haywood. Spencer Haywood was the greatest player to play in my high school. And he was a little crazy. He let me drive his Rolls Royce to the prom. So thank you, Spencer. I will say in closing, I just want to say, Coach, not only you're a Hall of Fame player, not only you're a Hall of Fame player, Coach, you're a Hall of Fame man. And thank you for allowing me to learn from you, listen to you, and try to be the man you are, the guy with the Brooklyn swag. Thank you, Coach.
First, I want to say, I hope the NBA is watching. We really need to pay attention to this because we have a rich tradition. And Coach Wilkens is a huge part of that tradition. I just want to read something, He's one of the greatest leaders the NBA has ever seen. He was a great player. He was a great coach. He was even a better man, inducted 3 times into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Once said, as a leader, the most important thing is to try and inspire people so that they can be great in whatever they want to be. What we have here today, and I think back on what is going on today, Coach Wilkens is what Jerry West is to the Lakers in the NBA. He is what Bill Russell was to the Boston Celtics in the NBA. He's what Michael Jordan is or was to the Chicago Bulls in the NBA. This is our Hall of Fame, okay? Coach Wilkens. superstar, okay, our godfather. And we get to honor him today. And as Eldridge just said, I'm so happy that they're doing it while you're alive to be able to see this. Okay, you set the standard for what a SuperSonic should be, both on the floor and off the floor, how you should play the game, and for me, how I should coach the game. Okay, I wasn't able to be as smooth as you was on the sidelines, but the respect for the game, the respect for the community, the respect for the league, I took all of that from you, and I appreciate it. And we honor you here today, and I wouldn't want to be in any better place than to be here today speaking to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all you've done for this community.
Further ado, let's welcome the man we are here for today, none other than Lenny Wilkens.
Reminds me when I first came out here. You know, we're a better community when we're supportive of one another, when we help each other, when we take time to recognize one another. And early in my career, one of the things I did a lot was I used to read a lot. I read books all the time. And I read some great books. The history of the USA from 1937 to 1970 something. I read a book I got a buddy of mine to read called Hunter Yo. It was about culture of the Native American. And I was so fascinated with it. It was unbelievable. I've been blessed. I'll be the first to tell you. I have a great wife, a great family. They're very supportive of everything I do. And that has allowed me to do so much. To be able to go everywhere and speak to everybody. Young people, I tell you, you're important. You mean something. So, young people are tomorrow's doctors, lawyers, politicians. They're our future. And when we're supportive of each other, we make our community better. So, I just want to say, hey, thank you. Thank you so much. You don't know what you mean to me, but thank you. I appreciate it.
So we're going to have a 5-second countdown to unveil this statue. Are you two ready? All right, so you're going to join me in this. Are we all ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was a great event, and as you saw, there was plenty of notable names, politicians, businessmen, NBA legends, Sonics legends. And it was great to be a part of such a special moment in Seattle Sonics history, and Seattle sports history for that matter. And the after party at Queen Anne Beer Hall was a great time. We saw Iconic Sonics podcast live. We saw Keegan Hall, we saw Desmond Mason, Rain Man showed up, and you could definitely feel the Sonic spirit today. And as I'm driving home, all I can think about is bringing back our Seattle Sonics. And just how much passion is in this city for basketball. And I hope there's more time this summer that we can all get together, Sonics fans, Seattle sports fans, whoever you are, get together, get to meet each other. It was great to meet a lot of you today. But again, today was a super special day to celebrate the legend Lenny Wilkens. And you can just tell how much he meant to the community, how much he meant to the city, to his family, and just how rich of basketball culture that's in Seattle. I think a lot of us in Seattle already know about that, but if you're not from here, you don't see it. It's just this constant. You see SONICS gear, you see Storm gear. Basketball culture in Seattle is top-notch, some of the best in the world. And with that, we got July right around the corner, hoping for some good news from the league, and we hope we can get our long-awaited return of the Seattle Sonics. Bring them back. This is Rain City Pride signing off. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to look at the link tree in the description below. Follow me on all my socials, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, all of it. Hoping to bring the best Sonics content, Sonics news, and latest insights. I'm hoping to collaborate with some great creators here in the future. So stay tuned for some exciting stuff. See y'all soon.